So, well, welcome back to D&D. DadBodDnd presents Tomb of Annihilation. So, let's cover the top stuff that we always cover every episode. Follow us on Twitter at DN_dad. Hit us up on YouTube at DadBodDnd, or follow us at Twitch at BillyZed, which probably will soon be changing. You know, we did have an announcement on the podcast earlier. We will be having a new teaser trailer come out on the YouTube channel tomorrow. Also, be sure to share this with your friends. We don't pay to advertise. We're pretty small, so be sure to just tell your friends about us if they like D&D. If they don't, we're still pretty cool to hang out with.
Screw off.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Have them hang out with us in Discord. Maybe we could change their mind. So,
if your friends don't D, then they're no friends of mine.
They're no friends of
That's
me.
true.
You should have gotten.
That's
If
true.
your friends don't D, they're no friends of me.
I also am pretty excited that I have this sick.
Is that
It's
a
a
hammer?
bottle opener. It's a warhammer.
Hmm.
It's a bottle opener. It's amazing.
Was that a warhammer for ants?
Needs to be at least 3 times this size. All right. Let's jump right into it. Where we I'll do the recap for this time. I mean, I haven't done it in a while. So where we last left off was the party spent a leisurely amount of time in Curseball, where they were pretty much cured of their levels of exhaustion, and they met some new friends, had some bird folk named Rin let them stay at their house, and they also maybe met the future queen of Cholt, or so she claims, and they decided to part ways and had their final battle with the Oni, where Victon made that last slice on him and he fell.
Hell yeah.
Which shortly after, the Princess Maxinarwe ran away from Curseball. And
How do you say that?
Mwaxinare?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, that's pretty close. It's either Mwax or Mwak. But we've been calling her Nare for short.
Nari, yeah. No sign of Na, which is her brother. Just her. And she is part of the party now. And you guys did a quick fast travel, and you are standing at the base of the Heart of Ubtao, which is the flying earth moat that seems to be dripping blood.
What? Blood?
So, let's get started. Who's playing Vinny? Is that you, Chris? With a K? KK Chris?
Muted.
You're muted.
Muted.
And you're the worst.
I hate this stupid mic. My Roll20's working. I'm going to try.
Yay. How else would you say Mwaxinare? Say it.
No,
do
you got it.
You do it. You do it.
You got it that time. Mwaxinare.
Mwaxinare.
Mwax.
Walks and all right. All right. So we are here at the. How close are we to being like directly underneath it? Would we?
I would say you guys are still in the tree line.
Okay. Do we see any people, either on the heart itself or down and around it, on the ground?
Give me a perception check. Oh, shit!
yeah.
I need to join Roll20. Hold up.
I know. I forgot.
I mean, it's so weird coming from the
Podcast to this. Yeah. I'll give you 20 minutes to get that map loaded up.
No, go ahead and roll and give me your beautiful roll footage.
That's a natural 20. I'm kidding.
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. You can't see up there far enough to make out anything. It is still raining pretty heavily.
Okay, what about on the ground?
Nobody on the ground. No.
Nobody on the ground. All right.
That you can see.
No.
Or can't see.
So I guess my question to the group is, what now? We came, we saw. Do you want to keep moving or have lunch under the heart?
I mean, I could go for some food, but I mean, we didn't come this way just to look at it for 2 seconds. Go away. I want to investigate this place. I'd love to find a way up there or something.
Nare, do you want to have lunch under the bleeding heart?
I think I would love that. I mean, what are we having for lunch?
Well, I got some dried rations, and I'm sure Vinny could hunt us a squirrel or something. Get us something fresh.
Oh yeah, I already considered the thing hunted, and he'll trump off into the woods.
I think it needs to be more Australian.
I can't do the good day, shrimp on the Barbie.
That's pirate.
That's pirate. What's up, Johnny Depp?
So, I guess we'll kind of leave the tree line and walk towards kind of getting underneath it and investigate
Okay.
a little closer.
Whoa.
Hot rods.
So as you kind of get closer, you see that this thing is floating like 200 feet up in the air. As you kind of pass under it, you don't feel anything different. You don't feel any magical essence, but it does dip down as if this is where it did come from, the Earth. Also, my kid does not want to go to bed, so she's right behind me.
I see. I can sense you.
I feel your presence. Travis,
Well,
never have kids.
Yeah.
Use this as contraception.
This is birth control.
Yeah. No.
I have dogs. Much easier to take care of. Less expensive. They don't talk.
Maybe.
Back.
Anyway.
So
So we're just sitting there.
I'm gonna start clearing out a spot and like put out my bedroll and a place to kind of sit down for lunch, and invite Nare to come sit down with me. And
Balls deep, baby. Okay.
so, Nare, how come you didn't bring Na with you?
Well, I don't think he's ready yet. He's like 7.
Yeah, you're okay with leaving him that curse of all by himself?
Yeah, Shara is such a good protector. She really taught me everything I know. She kind of had us since we were babies.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
How old
Yeah.
is Ari supposed to be?
She's 17.
17.
I believe
So
so.
also-
Let me double check.
I mean, just a rough age is fine. I mean,
She's
what
a
it is.
teenager for sure.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sit down with them, and I'm just gonna pull out like a little piece of bread that we still had in my pocket and start eating on that a little bit while I wait for Vinny to come back with whatever delicious meat he finds.
Okay. Vinny, are you going hunting?
Yeah, I'll go run around the forest and rustle up some grub,
With some more shrimp on the barbie.
Fosters,
Make it quick, I'm starving.
Australian
yeah,
things.
mate.
We're losing all of our Australian viewers.
Alligators and dingo babies. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check.
All of us, or just him?
Nope,
Nope, just him.
Just
Sorry.
B-Dog.
So that's a 13.
I mean, out in the rain and the thunder, it's hard to, animals are probably sheltered. You do find some edible roots and maybe some grubs, some insectoids that are kind of coming up from the earth in the rain.
Okay, come back. Well, here you go, princess. Your first night out camping or morning, whatever day it is, and here's some food. Toss out the roots.
That'll
Do
work for me.
we not have any fresh meat?
Welcome to the being in the forest, lady.
Yeah, life.
Right.
Life
Yeah,
on the
everything's out hiding away from somewhere.
Well, how do I eat this?
Well, you just grab one, take a bite, just like an apple.
We don't cook it or clean it.
Puts hair on your chest. That's what my dad always told me.
And she kind of pulls out from her little satchel, some dried jerky. And she, offers a slice to Binks.
Thank you, but I have my own, and I'll pull out some rations. And
Is she trying to hide that, or is she just openly handing it to him?
She's just openly handing it just to him. She's not hiding the fact that she has jerky and is saving it.
Oh, that looks good. Way better than this thing.
It is pretty good. Yep. And she stuffs it away in her pack and.
so, Victor, what do you think goes on up there?
Would I have any idea? I guess
Give
I don't know.
me a religion check.
Religion check. Crap, I'm green. And we are. It is a glorious 5.
6 minus 1. You don't know what happens up there now. You know that it's sacred to the people of Cholp because they believe it's the actual. So it does look like a heart in the way the earth form is shaped. So the people believe that this is the actual heart of the god Ubtao, but you don't know what happens up there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see a staircase.
Is it leading down from the ground up there? That
No,
kind of staircase?
there's,
Just one up
there's
in the-
absolutely nothing touching the ground.
Okay. I don't really know too much about what goes on up there. Religious site, we know that much, so I have to assume if there's anybody up there, it's got to be people praying,
Ubtao,
whatever
himself,
their
maybe.
religion dictates.
Huh?
Assume too much here.
Hey, Bob, would Zelstri know that thing we talked about briefly, possibly her entering?
No, I just responded. Is the map black for everybody?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Does that help?
In true roll 20 fashion. No, it did not. Nope. Yep, there it is.
Okay.
You.
Oof. So
Okay.
big. Gotta zoom out.
Oofta. Okay. Yes, you should zoom out, Travis. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? You guys want to just have some lunch, or
I'm still sitting there eating that thing that we got from Vinny. At least trying to. So, I mean, you guys want to go up and check this thing out too, or
Yeah.
is
Well,
that
how do
just me?
people get up there? I mean,
I don't
or
know.
do people get up there? I don't know. I'll go. I want to
I mean, I
move
would-
like directly underneath it and just look up.
as you do that, you're sheltered from the rain. So this earth moat, you guys, as you kind of picnicked, you decided to shelter underneath this moat. As you stand directly underneath it and looking up, you do get a few droplets of just pure red on your face.
Can I tell what it is? Is it?
Give me a survival check.
Is it
How-
just him, or any of the other ones of us who are eating still have that happen?
I only roll 9s.
With a 9, you can tell it's not blood. It doesn't have the same like thickness.
gummy
You
berry
can't tell what
juice.
it is. No. It's
How
gummy
big
berry
is
juice.
this thing? Like,
I have no idea.
width-wise?
Width-wise?
Like, are we talking miles or?
No, we're talking like less than 50 feet. Maybe
Okay.
50 feet. Width-wise,
And you said it's like 200 feet up.
yeah. Height-wise, it's probably 30, 40 feet tall.
So it's up too high for us to throw a rope.
Yeah.
You could try.
We could attach multiple ropes together.
I do have
but
100 feet of rope, but I also have a grappling hook that I picked up at Curse of Ball.
I don't remember how much rope mine was. I want to say 50 feet? Or did we all get it?
But I don't think we could throw something
No, I don't think we could.
straight up 200 feet.
He's got that crossbow, though. But I mean, we're still banking on that being able to hold our weight to keep them up, so that's not much.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks cool.
Is there anything around us that looks like some kind of like magical way up? That kind of thing would exist, but like a teleporting, levitating kind of thing.
Give me an Arcana check.
We need to
that
succeed somewhere.
Is a 9.
9.
I'm gonna
There's,
switch
there's
my rail.
no magical presence
Okay.
that you can feel in the ground. But as you guys are kind of walking around, everybody, give me a perception check.
Perception
15, not bad.
for Binksy.
And then, Chris, be sure to call out Vinny's and Zell's trees. Would you get yours?
First one
was a
is
16.
First one's Vinny's, you
No,
said?
14. Sorry, 14.
yeah. First one's Vinny's. Second one is me.
Okay, so Binks and Vinny, as you guys are kind of walking around the outside, you finally step out from under these giant earth moat, and you see a figure standing on the base of the stairs.
Do you guys see that? There's somebody up there. Is it just,
I can't really tell what they are. Can you there, Binks?
I see an outline. I can't tell. Are they just standing there? They're not like moving.
If you squint hard enough, you think you can see a wave. Like,
I'll wave back. Like,
okay. Then, as you're waving, you hear in your head, "What brings you to the heart?" You can reply to this message.
the hell's going? Oh, so I probably put 2 and 2 together, having ascending stone. We came sightseeing.
Oh, well, if you're just sightseeing, then you will probably want to be on your way.
Well, sightseeing and appreciating. Jolt.
See if are they talking to you? See if you can. I don't know. Do we want to go up there?
Awfully high.
Well, yeah, but I mean, how often do you get to go up into a floating piece of rock like that?
I don't know if I am hearing them, but I don't know if I can just openly talk back to them. We
Well,
came
get them to talk back to you.
We are here for sightseeing and to pay our respects to the Heart of Ubtao. I don't know if they heard me.
She's still standing out there, but
I'll wave again.
and she chimes back in and goes, "I don't know why I do this. It's like it's a little microphone, it's a little tiny cell phone."
Zoolander.
She chimes back in and says, "Yes."
our trip here was not solely for sightseeing purposes. We wanted to see and pay respects to the Heart of Ubtao and show our appreciation.
Surely you're not. So again, you hear a message come in. You're not just sightseeing here. What is your purpose here in the jungle?
Well, we're on mission, escorting people.
Mission escorting to where?
Well, we're currently on our way to Omu. We're meeting somebody there.
As you say Omu, she said, "Okay, I will send a gate for you. I can accommodate 3 people in my chambers. So please pick your most essential. I mean, whomever is your party leader."
Kind of look around it. Well, I'll go.
And as you guys are looking around and deciding, you see this large purple gate appear directly under this earth moat. And it's just like this shimmering essence as you look through it. It's almost as if you can see maybe a different area. So as you look through it, you kind of see this dank cellar floor almost.
Are these messages that she's sending to us something that only Bates can hear?
She's sending it directly to Binks, yes.
Okay.
So she's inviting us up, but only 3 of us can go. I'm thinking myself, Victon, and Vinny. And then Azaka can stay down and with everybody else.
Yeah, she can protect Zalstri and Nare. I'm good going up there.
I think it's definitely worth exploring. Eh?
The worst.
Canadian Australian now.
I'd hate to come all this way and not do this, not take this step towards an adventure. So I'll move towards the gate and I'll stick my hand through.
And
Does it feel weird?
You feel this just this.
Okay, and then I'll walk in through it.
Okay. So as you walk in, and I imagine the rest of you follow. So what you see is you're inside of a cave, and as you kind of look behind you, you see out onto the earth. So you're in the heart.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Does it close like immediately once the third person goes through?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so in here it's not very bright because, one, it's very overcast and there's only 2 holes. One is if you look directly up through the petrified tree that's up there, and the other is if you look behind you, which leads out onto the platform where you see this lady. And in the center, you just see drops of rain hitting in the direct center underneath that tree. There's some bookcases, so I will show you what you see on the map. It's on the bottom right corner. So there's some bookcases, there's a desk, and in the very back corners there's 2 rooms. And as you guys all kind of come in and familiarize yourself, the woman on the platform turns and says, "Welcome. I don't get many visitors out here very much anymore."
You mean people don't come here to worship or?
Oh, I mean, there's random
Right.
Choltons that come through here thinking this is some sort of pilgrimage, but It's not. This doesn't work very well as a bottle opener, by the way. But it looks cool.
Well, thank you for allowing us to come up here and seek shelter from some of the rain.
Never had pear before.
Oh, Angry Orchard's so good.
Oh, well, you're welcome. So what takes you to Omo?
We're looking for someone, and we may have some information that we seek. And
Well, maybe I could help with some information. What are you looking for? Not many. And she kind of looks around at the the giant fat guy, the elf, and the dragonborn. She goes, "We don't find many of, the mainlanders out here anymore."
we're all here for different reasons, I guess, but under the same goal. We're looking for a man. Have you been to Omu before?
I have.
Is it nice? Is it? I
So
mean,
this
we
is-
don't know too much about it.
This is who you're looking at. Valindris Shadowmantle. You don't know her name yet.
Please, her face.
Yeah, so very blonde hair. She is elven. She has the very pointy ears. And she's dressed in a nice cloak that kind of covers the armor that she has underneath the breastplate. But she doesn't have any weapons that you see.
Well, I guess, to be honest, we are looking for a man named Artis Simber.
The name eludes me, but I mean, certainly you can't just be finding him. I mean, you could send a message or something.
Well, that we're looking for traces of the Harpers. We are, like I said, we are escorting someone to Omu as well.
And she kind of looks uninterested in what you're saying. And she goes, "Well, how about this? How about you find... I could help you find this person. But in return, I need your help finding something for me."
Well, I
What
think
are
we
you
know how to
looking for?
find this person.
Well, I think our cause may be one and the same then, because what I seek is in Omu. And it is a powerful artifact that, if in the wrong hands, could be devastating.
Well, how do you know that we're the right hands?
Well, I mean, you've made it this far. You haven't died. I imagine you came from Port Nine's, which many of the adventurers do. But you haven't died yet.
Well, how do we know yours are the right hands then?
Well, let me say this: if for some reason we weren't able to get it out, we destroy it. Simple as that. I mean, there is no other reason to have it other than to study it and learn about its magic. And if we can't, and it proves to be too dangerous, we destroy it.
Can I, as she's saying that, can I kind of look around the room and I really want to look at her desk and see what's on there? Because I don't see any weapons, so I'm trying to
Sure. Give me a
Peace.
perception check.
what does she do up here?
What are you doing?
18.
So with an 18, you see a couple things. First, on her desk, you see maybe some spells or incantations in Elvish, so you can read it. but as far away as you are, you don't really get a good understanding because you're not terribly magical.
Mm-hmm.
In the back left corner, you do hear the slight rustling. Just more like shuffling, not like anything out of the like hard to describe it. It's like shuffling sounds.
Okay. Well, before we go too much further, I should say my name's Binks.
Oh, I didn't introduce myself. I am
Yeah.
Jamindra.
I'm Victor.
Oh, please.
Victon and Vinny.
Pleasure to meet you.
Charmer, I can tell.
So, do you live up here? Do you live alone?
Well, this is my office. I'm actually from not here. I'm from Thay, and I'm looking for the Soulmonger, and so this has kind of been our central point of it's kind of in the center of Cholt, and so I can send we can send people out to look for it.
Wait, who's we?
Well, I mean, I have many under my employ, obviously. It's not just me out here. What would a helpless young girl do out here by herself?
So you want the Soulmonger to destroy it?
Well, first to study it, and then, if we destroy it, if it proves to be too dangerous.
And that, just out of character, this is what we're looking for as well, as the Soulmonger, correct?
This is what you've been told is causing the death curse. Yes.
Alright, okay. Well,
Is that all we know about the Soulmonger as a group? That it's just something that might be causing this? We don't know necessarily what it is otherwise?
Yeah, you don't know what it looks like, what it is.
Okay.
Just you've heard the name, and that you think it's causing the death's curse.
well,
We've actually heard the name of the Soulmonger before, but we don't know anything about it really. What do you know about it? Is there anything you can tell us about what we might be looking for?
Well, I don't want to give you my information if you're not going to assist me.
But I mean, I think we're probably willing to assist you. But, I mean, you haven't given us a whole lot to go off of other than that you're looking for the Soulmonger. Can you tell us anything more about how you know it's in Omu or, I know you said you plan to study it, but what are you looking to gain from studying it?
Well, I mean, first, how do I know it's an Omu? I have several, as I said before, agents that have been kind of spread throughout Cholt, and they've, under good authority, believe that this magical essence is in fact coming from Omu, and I mean, it's the one place we just really can't get into. Whatever I send there, they just seem to not come back. And well, as for magical purposes, why does any scholar want to study magic? We want to learn, we want to grow, we want to be better, right? So
you're a scholar then?
Oh yes, I mean
Okay.
any of the arcane arts definitely is a scholar at some point, because it does require a lot of learning and a lot of understanding.
I get that. I understand that. So they just don't come back. That's about all you know about these people that have gone to there for you in the past. They just haven't returned, and you don't know anything about what happened to them.
Oh, right. And I mean, I have the employ of powerful wizards, and for some reason they just don't come back. Whether it be I haven't sent enough, whether it be that maybe they fell in love with something there, I don't know. I personally have not been there yet.
This sounds like a dangerous quest. What would you
If
be
it's one and
offering
the
us
same,
in return? Anything? If we happen to make it back here?
I mean, I can offer you some kind of coin if that's what you're after. I could maybe offer some more information as to what you're looking for.
I think Vinny, I'm willing to help her out. What do you guys think? How are you guys feeling about the situation?
Well, we're already going there, so if what you see,
I'm imagining that we're whispering this conversation to each other, not talking openly and loudly.
Yeah, she kind of, as you guys are talking amongst yourselves, she kind of turns her back to you and heads to the desk and is writing and shuffling through papers.
so first, we're already going there. So once we get there and we get the soulmonger, we can decide what we need to do with it. Second, I heard some shuffling.
I think you went a little too quiet there. You said shuffling, and that's after that it cut
heard
off.
some
Sorry.
shuffling.
I was leaning back. I heard some shuffling in that back room. I don't think she's alone up here. I don't know if it matters. Vinny, what's your vibe on this? What's your take?
Well, up until that last part, I was agreeing that our goals aligned. But if there's other people in here, maybe this would be a conversation better had, on solid ground. Just in case shit turns sideways.
Yeah, I don't like being.
If we get
200
back
feet
down
up.
there, we might not be able to get back up.
If we stay up here and something goes wrong, we might not get back down.
Perhaps we're in a position where we don't have a choice but to agree to help her then.
You could jump. I mean, it's only 200 feet.
Only 200.
Only.
Um,
We had enough trouble with jumping a couple weeks ago.
That's
On our way
that's
up.
True.
okay, so let's agree to do this. Get as much information from her as we can, and then we'll. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she said that a bunch of people that she sent there already haven't come back. So we can find this thing, maybe eat it for ourselves, not back, and
That makes me
be
feel really
deceptive. But
great.
this is what we're looking for. This is our goal.
Yeah.
We kind of have to play it by ear when we find it, I think. But
Yep.
for now,
This is-
let's agree.
This is what started my journey here. But we're heading in the right
all
direction.
together.
All right. Valindra. Yeah, we'll seek out the soulmonger for you.
Oh, great.
But, a little more information on what it might look like, where.
Well, nobody's seen it, and that's the problem. But what I can provide you is that to reach it, you have to find 9 keys.
Like,
9?
are we talking about like real like keys, or are these just things that are believed to be keys of some kind? Like,
That,
are they objects or actual keys? Do you know?
that I don't know. And I can tell you that thinking about 9 and understanding Charlton lore, and she pulls off a book from her shelf and she kind of flips it, to through a couple pages, and she's like, no, not this one. She puts that one back, grabs another one. She's like, yes, this one. And so she flips middle of the book, and she's
Okay.
like, so there are really 9 gods in Omu, and I think it has to do something with that.
So there's 9 gods in Omu? How
Well,
big is Omu?
9 gods in Chol, sorry.
Okay. And would one of them be here, the Heart of Ubtao?
No, Ubtao is not one of those gods. And she's flipping through pages.
Do
Oh,
you currently have any of the keys?
No, that's where we fail. And we figured out 3 of the gods. The rest seem to have been lost.
Well,
And
what do you
go ahead.
What do you know? What do you know about the 3?
Well, one god is Nang Nang. The other god is Moa. And the third god is Wango.
We've actually heard about Nang Nang. Okay.
Oh, where? I mean, any information is going to help all of us, I would imagine.
Well,
we were in a place called Drung Lung Lung, and one of the
Say that 5 times fast.
characters that we met there, one of the guys that we met there, had some interest in Nang Nang.
What type of interest? Like, did he study her? Did he? I mean, I imagine Drung Lung Lung. Is that how you say it?
Close enough.
I imagine that's not filled with people.
No, it's filled with damn it, what were those creatures called? They're
Grungs?
frog. Grungs. So they were grungs inhabited the city. And their leader was, well, we'll just say he was obsessed.
Oh. I mean, many religious fanatics are obsessed. To be
Yeah.
fair.
He was trying to summon Nang Nang to their world. We never found out what happened with that though.
Odd. Well, I mean that's kind of all I have, and you know, I think it would be best if we all just kind of kept moving and researching and studying.
okay.
I mean, unless you're on some type of pilgrimage here, as you said at the start, it sounds like that was simply a ruse to throw off anybody from your scent.
No, we are on a journey.
Well, I mean, a pilgrimage more specifically to the Heart of Ubtao. I mean, is that something that do you want to pray somewhere? I'm sorry, I don't understand the religious aspects of what this is.
Is there like a special room in here to pray, or?
Not in here. You could maybe pray to the tree up top.
Being a paladin, I think that will work for me. So I'm just to kind of go along with it because I don't want her to think that we were really rusing her.
Okay.
I know that sounds weird, but I'll say that I'll probably head up there before we leave, say a few things, and head on. Well, before we leave and head on our way.
Okay.
Is there anybody else here with you that we could talk to that might know anything more,
Nobody
or that
else.
might help us?
There's nobody else really here that you could talk to. I mean, it's simply just me at the moment.
Okay. So I assume we'll take the same portal down,
Yeah.
back down
I
to the jungle.
I can,
Okay.
I'll get you down there.
Okay. Well, I think we will go up to the top and kind of say a few words, and after that, be on our way.
Okay. Okay. So, as you guys kind of exit, she goes back to studying papers and writing things furiously. Maybe she's writing some of the information you gave her about Nang Nang. Who knows? But you head up the stairs and you reach the very top, and it's probably about 50 feet wide. In the middle is a giant petrified tree that's probably 20 feet tall, and a smaller tree to the left that is petrified, so it's no longer wood, it's more like a hard rock material. And it's still pouring up here. It's simply, there's no more grass that grows up here. There's nothing to, give it nutrients, because this is a giant. At this point, any dirt has really encrusted itself into like rock form. There's no loose soil. It's a giant boulder.
Oh, well, wow. I don't. What do you guys? How do you feel about her?
Before I answer that, did we notice any of the red liquid that fell on Binks's face, or has it all been wiped off? Did you tell us about it?
Why Binks heads up? Did you wipe that off, or?
Yeah, I did when I was down there.
Okay,
But
so you
have we
wiped it off,
seen-
so.
I would say you probably noticed red liquid falling, because it would be just simple drips as you're sitting underneath this moat. It's not just where Binks was standing.
Okay, so we would have seen it. Okay.
If you'd like, you can give me a survival check. Or, let's do nature.
Okay.
And Binks, I'll let you change your initial roll to nature if you'd like.
Fuck. 4. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
11.
11. You understand it's not blood. It feels very minerally to you. You kind of like taste it a little bit. And it's very heavy in like iron.
So, I
I mean,
feel like I can trust her.
Okay.
I mean, she's not asking us to do anything too crazy and nothing we weren't already doing, so I don't know if there's much to trust in the first.
we
We don't have to bring it back.
yeah.
Hold
She
on.
did give us
I gotta take a 2-second break. Kiddos.
Okay.
positive.
Yeah, entertain the Twitch crowd.
Yeah, while he's away. She did give us some key information. No pun intended, guys. But we need 9 keys apparently for the 9 gods. Who knew? That's gonna be interesting.
So yeah, I mean, I trust her. I think we'll wanna follow her guidance at least on these keys and hope it leads us somewhere. Not that we have nowhere to start right now, but we'll figure it out.
Well, I think we can trust her information, maybe not necessarily her. There's something off about her, at least.
I feel kind of the same. There was a sound in that back room, and she was not willing to fess up to it. And I don't know, maybe it's just the paranoia of the jungle getting to me.
Well, to be
No,
fair, we did not ask her if there's anything back there. We just asked if there was somebody else. Maybe a cat, some animal of or the wind. There could be a hole in that room for all we know.
I don't know.
But-
It's
I do want to see if we can ask about this red liquid we saw falling all around the ground first before we leave, though.
Okay. All right.
But it's only paranoia if nothing happens. Otherwise, it's just precaution.
Exactly. Wise thinking.
All right.
So I
Well,
will-
I'm tired of getting wet, so I'm ready to go down.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I was just gonna sit down and kind of do like a little prayer to Ubtao and say, Ubtao, please guide us in this journey and help us find these keys we're looking for and keep us safe.
Vinny, I'll take a look around before heading down.
Yep. I'll stand back up and I'm ready to head back down the stairs, but I want to stop back in Belinda's room again.
Okay. So as you guys head back down, she's still at the desk, just writing away. Nothing really has changed.
So I'll just like, I don't know if there's anything to knock on. I'll just say, hey, Valinder, if you don't mind, I'm not too familiar with this land, but while we were down on the ground, we saw this red liquid falling. What is that? I don't see any sources of it up here. Can you tell us anything about that?
Oh, that's simply, yeah. The many people believe that's, and it kind of leads to the bleeding heart theory of Ubtao, right? So many people think this looks like a heart and it's bleeding. We've done a little bit of research, and it's simply the iron that's in the heart. The water kind of filters and picks up some of those minerals, and it falls down red.
While that conversation was happening, can I kind of get to a spot where I can maybe see better into that room that I heard the noise?
I mean, like, how do you want? You can certainly go wherever you want, but how do you want to do it?
I want to. Is it like the entryway to it obscured, or can I?
No.
No. Oh, I just want to like maybe move over to the side because it looks like there's some tree stumps or something on the map. I want to move over and so I can get a clearer view into that room. Nothing too obvious. And I do have night vision if that helps.
I mean, it's light enough that it's
Okay.
about the same
Or
as
dark
night vision for
dark
everybody.
vision. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, totally. Night vision's a thing.
Phew.
So
Did I say night vision? I meant X-ray.
where? Oh, I can see through rock. I can see through 10 feet of stone. Give me a perception check. Yeah, with a 20.
A 20.
As you kind of move around,
Good.
you see some feet. And as you kind of get maybe just a little bit closer, the feet, some are missing toes, some are missing flesh. Then you see a giant monkey foot that's missing flesh.
Renault. So he sees it. I'm talking to Valinder, so I wouldn't see it. But would you be close enough? Still, he be close enough to tell us that without being extremely audible?
No.
I imagine.
She would hear it. He's probably equal distance away from you and her
Yeah.
at this point.
It's not good. It's not good. So, what's it like? Do you live up here? Like, what's it like being alone?
No, I don't live up here. This is simply I think I said it before, this is simply a office, if you will. This is where I work out of. This is a central hub for me and my agents.
So what all do you do up here?
Study, get data, come back and collect. It is quite peaceful up here. Not many people can get up here, if you know what I'm saying. I had to invite you to get up here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any like goods for trade? Like are those back storage rooms over here?
That's just a closet, and then this is, and she points to the opposite side, so the right side. And she said, "Well, this is where I'll be sending you guys back down through. So that's kind of my arcane circle."
Oh, so over in the left there
That's
in
just
that
like,
room. And
storage of binders and papers and utensils that we may need. Various regents for spells.
okay.
So
All right.
where have you? Are you still standing in the same place, or did you kind of make your way back towards the Sphinx? When you were
Yeah,
talking
I
to
know.
her.
I'm still standing, kind of where I can see in there.
I imagine you were kind of like over at the bookshelf and kind of like over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Eyeballing it. Bookshelf being
Um,
kind of in this region here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk over towards the bookshelf and just kind of look at the books. You know, being a paladin, I'm kind of curious about her books. So I'm just gonna kind of look through it and kind of get close to Binks and just ask him if he saw it. Did you see anything over there? It kind of looked like you were trying to check out the sound you heard.
I'll just like eyes get kind of big and do a very subtle
Nah.
nod up and down.
So, Valindra, and I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth if I have it. Yeah, I still have Zone of Truth. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Of course you are. Okay.
Sure, so Valindra, surely you can't live here or work here alone, at least not all the time. Does anybody else come with you? Maybe somebody might be around here.
What's your spell save DC?
15.
Well, like I said, this is a central hub,
Inter-
and this is where we work out of. I mean, I don't see a bed here. Do you? I don't think it'd be very comfortable to sleep here.
Oh no, definitely not. But I'm just trying to learn more about you.
Oh,
Where do you?
kind of an
so
open
if you don't-
book.
If you don't live here, where do you live?
Well,
What
back,
part of the area?
back in my home.
Great
Um,
answer.
Oh, I mean, I did say it earlier. I do have a home in Thay.
Okay.
Say.
Thay.
Okay. Well, I want to get back on the ground, so I'm ready. Well,
Damn it, I wouldn't know more.
I mean, you have spells.
I do not. I will druid craft you a.
What do I want to do?
Vinny, what say
I don't
you?
know.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think I'm about ready to get my feet back on solid ground.
Does my divine sense pick up on anything around here?
And what is that exactly?
That is the presence of strong evil, and that's the one that detects the type of being, if there is one. If it's like, undead, celestial, fiend.
Oh.
Sense any danger or anything like that?
Well, it doesn't sense danger. It
Mhm.
does. You do get the
Evil,
strong.
not danger, evil.
You do get the strong, noxious odor, as if there were undead around.
Okay.
Does it? Can you put the spell up for me?
I did.
Oh, there it is.
You not see it?
Yeah, it's on roll 20.
As an action, you can awareness to detect such forces. Okay, any. You know the type of any of those whose presence you sense, but not its identity. The vampire, Count Strahd von Zarovich, for instance. Within the same radius, you can detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell.
Charisma is 4, plus 1 is 5 if you need it.
So you do get a very strong, noxious odor coming from Valindra. You do get a very strong, noxious odor coming from that back closet.
Okay. Valindra, I smell something. Something's not
Oh, I'm
White
sorry.
and- here.
Is it?
I'm smelling it like as it's an undead creature of some kind. Is there somebody else here with you? Last time I'm gonna ask.
You kind of.
Vipton, is this something we want to do? 200 feet up?
Well, I mean, I feel like I've answered pretty truthfully and have assisted you in your journey. I'm not quite sure the
be fair, I wasn't trying to be too aggressive there. I'm just saying this is. I was just trying to say that's the last time I'm going to ask the question. I wasn't trying to be.
To be fair, it does
aggressive.
come off
My
aggressive,
apologies.
So, I mean, I have been pretty truthful, I believe, with you.
I believe you have. I can just,
Except Valindra.
there's something back there.
Except,
There's saw some feet in that back room.
There it is. So there is something else here.
I mean, I just making sure that I'm not in danger.
if you really wanted to know, she snaps her finger, and out pop 2 giant Garelian undead, and they just stand there.
That would have been good to know. Are these your friends, or why do you have them?
Well, I don't know if I would say friends, more like servants.
Well, I guess my worry was that you were torturing people in that back room.
Oh no, I
Are these like clearly undead, like flesh falling off?
don't. Yes,
Oh,
these are clearly Garelian zombies. That they are very mindless. They're literally just standing there waiting. And, flesh hanging off one side's face. You see its skull just, exposed. The other one has, like, flesh hanging off its chest. And it's just waiting.
what?
So these are just your servants?
And she's like, oh, did you mean these ones? And she snaps again. And out walk 6 more just humanoid figures. And they just flank you and stand there. Did you mean these ones?
Yeah, hon, I think we're ready to head to Omu and start looking for that soulmonger.
Well, I would suggest that's your best course of action.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wasn't trying to start anything, but I did smell it. And if we're going to take this quest for you and complete it, I had to make sure that I could fully trust what you were saying. You said you were alone. I smelled a creature.
As you continue talking, she drops her elvish form,
Ooh.
and you just see this skull and a complete red robe, undead magic caster, and she's like, I would say it's probably best for you guys to leave and find the soulmonger post haste.
It's a great idea.
And she kind of snaps again, and you hear that same magical energy open up in that back corner.
Bink,
On the right
Binks,
side.
Binks beelines.
Thank you, bye!
See ya.
He's
Thank-
right behind him.
And she's
Linda,
going to
thank
say,
you for your time, as we'll be in touch with you again.
Yes, I will be in touch. Thank you. And Binks, you hear in your ear, I expect reports within the week.
Okay. Pew.
Why?
I'm
Why
just
do you
gonna
guys
walk
have to
out.
dig?
I'm just gonna walk out more. I'm not particularly nervous yet, so I'm just
Once I get on the
walking out
ground, I'll be fine.
casually. But
All right. Are we down?
Yeah,
Zelstree's waiting on the other side, like, about where they had left.
So, do you want to go up
Alright.
there?
I mean, she's not going to jump back through the portal, but
So as Zelstree's just standing there, she sees that same giant purple, like, arcane portal just open up, and out comes Binks, like, very quickly. And then looking through it, you can see Vinny right behind him, and then right behind Vinny is Victon, and you kind of see into this chamber. And it looks like the cave that was Valindra's study. And as soon as Victon, exits, the portal just goes phew, and closes and dies off.
well, that was something.
so what happened while I was down here and the rest of y'all left me up there?
We met with a lady, her name Lindra. She told us about the an object she's looking for, which happens to be the same that we are. We agreed to help her out.
Victor, you're kind of sugarcoating it. That was no lady. That was
she was
a zombie.
crossdresser. We had some crossdressers down in the Underdark. I tried to avoid them, not my time.
I'm just going to kind of nudge Banks. I don't know those. I didn't want to say too much.
Sorry.
I mean, you can tell her as much as you want, but I was just playing cautious here.
Well, we found somebody with the same goals as us. Did Zelstri tell us what her mission is?
I mean, we've been traveling together for 4 days, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it came up at some point. She's trying to end the Death's Curse as well.
Yeah, so it seems like everybody's looking for this Death's Curse.
This thing is popular.
Well, it does keep people from coming back, and as a cleric, that's my job. That's my job.
Does Zelstri aware?
Oh, guys, I'm being.
So then, are you aware, Zelstri, of the Soulmonger? I guess would be the question. Is that something that you would have learned about up to this point in your quest, or is this something you would have learned about with us?
That's actually Bob.
That's up to you.
What do you think?
I mean, maybe she heard about it, but I would say it's probably come up more in conversation since she's joined you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say you probably have heard various locations, and that's what brought you to the base of Curseball, or on the way to Curseball as you saw this raging bonfire. But you didn't know the location of where it's at.
Yeah, so much like we are, Valindra's looking for the Soulmonger. She believes it to be in Omu, where we happen to be going, which is almost too coincidental, honestly. But she told us that we have to be looking for something about 9 keys of some kind, each potentially relating to some gods of Cholt. About all we know, but
Azaka, do you know anything about the 9 gods of Cholt?
yeah, she specifically mentions Moa, Longo, and Nang Nang of all names that we had never thought we'd hear again.
Well, I mean, I've heard of the. She kind of like looks up into the left. She's like, I've heard of the trickster gods that were 9. I mean, you hear gods everywhere. There's hundreds of them.
We need 9. 9 of them.
Specifically 9.
Yeah.
So what do you know about
think
these
about
trickster gods that you've mentioned?
Well, they were here in Cholt just like any other god that's been here. Well, they physically weren't here, right? I mean, I don't believe gods walk the earth, but they've been here, like the religion, and I don't know much about them. I mean, they're old fairy tales.
Well, I think there's not much else we can do here. I think it's time for us to head towards Omu.
Okay, so as you guys head out, that's where we're going to take the break for tonight. We're back. Thanks everybody for hanging out while we were there. Blues Bro 1, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. So if you weren't here before the break, they just got off of the Heart of Ubtao, where they met an interesting NPC named Valindra Shadowmantle, and where they just sent them off to Omu. So, you guys just are down at the bottom. What do you want to do?
Last I said, I was going to say we should start heading towards Omu.
Victon, you still feel good about meeting her and trust her? And things kind of changed there at the end.
I'm wary of her. I don't trust what she went with this thing, with the soulmonger. But I mean,
I'm beginning
I don't
to
have a
feel-
reason not to trust her, and she did offer us some decent information to help. So
So
just beginning to feel like a lot of hands are reaching out towards this soulmonger.
it's very true. It's
We
very attractive. Whatever the hell this thing is.
Zaka's gonna
We
chime up
need to
and
be
like,
careful.
So wait, you're telling me that this lady gave you information and you're gonna believe it? I mean, you said she had undead up there.
Well, I don't think the presence of undead necessarily made her information untrustworthy. It just made her untrustworthy.
Yeah, I mean, if she sent, like she said, so many people out to find us and nothing's come back, who says that we're going to come back so that information could be truthful? And if we don't make it back, then who cares? Because
Who's
it
to
dies
say?
with us.
Who's to say why why they didn't come back? We don't know that they died yet, for sure. We just know they didn't come back.
Well, I think we got to get to Omu ASAP. Kind of figure out from there. That's the next piece of our puzzle, I guess.
I would agree.
That message on the way out where she said she expects a report back in a week was just to Binks like the original messages were, or was that to the group
Just a bit.
of us? Just to Binks.
So she does expect us to report back. Whatever that means.
We're trying to figure that out, I guess.
No.
But if she can, what if she can message did before we got up there? How does she not know what?
I don't know.
That's what's bothering me now. But I mean, there's nothing to do about it now.
I
we're,
think-
we're kind of in her grasp at this point.
Well, I think we need to take this information that she gave us, meet up with Artist Simber, and see what information he has, and hopefully there's some overlap, some correlation, and we can kind of figure out who we need to be following and who gets this soulmonger.
Yes. I mean, for all we know, we need to destroy this, and she could be the one that's going to help us destroy it. I mean, if it's this powerful, I don't think it's something we're going to be able to handle on our own when we find it anyway. So, I have reasons to trust this of Valindra. I don't even want to call her a lady anymore. I don't even know.
All right. What's her name?
All right.
Nare. Do you know anything about the gods of Cholt?
No, I mean not really. Just the main Ubtao, where we're not terribly religious people in Curse of All.
All right.
I mean, other than following that maze symbol, which is, I mean, I'm sure you've heard that story.
I have not.
Well, the maze is like your life is a maze, and the more you do and go through, the closer you get to the prize, which is salvation, I guess. I mean, I never believed in any of that hooey, anyways. All hooey.
Okay. Well, to Omu then.
Swomo! Okay, so as you guys set off, you kind of pick up your little snack, your little luncheon that you had. You take off about midday, so 1-ish. First day of travel, you don't see much. You do run across a zombie or two, Victon, you use your divine smite to easily punish him and just, cut him in twain. Next day is pretty uneventful. You run across some of the what the hell are their names? Little rabbits with unicorns on their unicorn horns on their head. See if I can pull up a picture for you guys. Almirage, that's what it is. So you see a pack of these kind of, eating on some brush, some foliage in the woods. As you guys kind of come up, they kind of scurry off. Okay, next day, you guys don't see anything. It is just dense jungle, and this rain has just been nonstop.
That's so cute.
It is pretty cute. I like that. I wanted to bring that in, but it's like, it's not a fight. Like, you guys would wax this thing. It has 3 hit points, but it's a cute little animal. Oh my god.
You would probably find one, hunt it, and eat it.
Who would?
Vinny.
Well, if Vinny were here. And as you guys, on the 4th day, the rain lets up finally, and it is just back into this humid, sweltering heat. And it's tough to move. As you breathe, you're just like labored every step and every move. It's just nasty. But you make it. You start to see a little bit more animals cruising around. You see like a deer or two run across. Day 5. You guys hear
dinosaurs.
Not too distant jungle. Let's go ahead and swap to that real quick. And you guys will be traveling at the north side of this, so please place your tokens on the map.
Can you place Vinny and Zelstree?
Yeah, I can. Yes,
My computer back. It's just
it's
slow.
slow. Okay, Zelstree.
Whoa.
And Vinny Bloodgood. You'll need to make sure Vinny is at full health too on your character sheet. Okay, so as we're setting up here, you're just in the jungle, middle of nowhere, and it's been kind of quiet. And then out of nowhere, you do hear that roar you've heard before. Unfortunately, it wasn't a roar.
Is it
was the Oni?
Is it the Oni? I thought we took care of him.
You don't know that there's not more than one.
Yeah, are we sure this is not the Oni?
Wait, you guys say the Oni. It was just that monster we fought.
Well,
You got some story to expound upon?
he was also a Chewinga. He was also a dinosaur. Who knows what else? I'm just
We don't know that there wasn't more than one of them.
can't be too sure about anything.
So which direction did we hear this from? Or did we hear a direction?
Give me a perception check.
Perception. That is
Can someone roll for
17.
Vinny? Because he would too.
17. Well, Victon's the only one rolling right now.
Oh,
17, you get it from... It's in the direction you're going, but it was loud enough that you couldn't really tell where it was.
well, I think we need to Maybe
Sounds
slow down a
close.
little bit. Kind of walk softly.
Do you guys want to do stealth checks, or are you guys just slow?
Oh, do we want to get a visual on it first? We have one person scout ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep moving forward, slow. See if I can't find anything.
Well, it might be better for me. I kind of have more experience with these things.
Doesn't hurt for us both to go, Vinny.
That's true.
Do it. Both go. Something happens to one of us, at least the other one can make it back here.
Okay, are you guys
Plus,
going?
I'm not gonna miss up a chance to hunt me a dinosaur.
Are you guys going stealthily, or are you just kind of walking?
I don't know that I want to be stealthy, but I don't want to be just normal, like walking.
Okay.
Like I'm not running, not
Slowly
making
moving.
a lot of
How
noise,
about
but yeah.
that?
I
Okay.
would say Vinny is definitely trying to be stealthy, dropping down into that hunter mode.
Okay, give me a stealth check for Vinny then.
My
I'm
roll
gonna-
20 is still loading. Can someone roll it for me?
Yeah, kind of negated by Travis not being stealthy, but
I mean,
we'll,
the
so
medic-
a 19, pretty good. So you're kind of off 10 feet from Victon, who's just kind of through his heavy armor, and it makes noise. It's not like leather armor. So, how far out are you guys going? You guys from the party?
I was gonna go. I don't know, not too far. A little bit further than you put me, say down here. Is about as far as I was going to start going, just to at least start seeing if I can see, an outline or maybe something poking through the trees if it's tall or something.
Okay. So give me a perception check as you kind of walk out there a little bit more.
As they take off, I'm gonna turn to Nare and I'm gonna say, "You should probably stay behind me, just in case."
And you
That is a
you like cup her
And-
like no. I'm just kidding.
7.
If things get really bad, you can get behind Azaka. She's really strong.
Okay. So.
Does Zelster hear that? I'm gonna get behind Azaka.
Yeah, she probably definitely heard and smiled a little bit to herself.
Vinny, give me a perception check as well.
That's a 22. A
With a
22.
nat 20. Well done, sir. You see it, and it is you kind of like climb a tree to get a little bit better advantage, and you see it. You've heard the roar before, and it's what you've been wanting. That giant dinosaur to slay. That trophy.
Is it like, Devin's gonna be super pissed at you, but
Hey, okay, to be fair, I'm not the one that said be sick, so he can come and roll some dice and not talk. I don't give a shit. But he decided, I'm sick, I'm gonna go to bed. Wah, wah, wah.
I call him, wake him up, and have him get in check.
Damn it, get in here!
is it like just stationary or is it moving? Is it moving towards us?
It's ambling.
Is it ambling towards us, or do we have time to maybe prep a little bit?
It's ambling towards you. It's probably through
Right.
all of the trees.
Whoa. That
Probably
is
50 feet from Victon at this point, and you kind of hear the
Breaking shit.
it was
Oh.
the bottle cap from my beer that fell.
Vinny will start snapping at Victon, trying to quietly. Vinny's got to be good at bird whistles. Doing some bird calls, trying to get Vinny's attention or Victon's attention.
Okay.
So I'll stop
And then start
moving and look back
doing,
up
like,
at him.
Make a T-Rex arms, and then start waving him back to everyone else.
Yeah.
Doing some bad charades.
So I'll, acknowledge him, thumbs up kind of thing, and just start moving backwards, telling him, or try to get back to say, I guess I'll come up to Zaka and just say, there's a big dinosaur back there. I didn't see him, but I know Vinny could see him, so he can't have been too far out from where we're at.
And Vinny will scurry down the tree and get back as quietly as he can as well and relay. Big fucking dinosaur. It's coming this way. We've got maybe a little bit to set up something to take her down.
Well, as Victon was hurrying back to the party, the clanking of the chainmail, you hear one more time that loud roar, and let's roll initiative.
Oh, I keep forgetting about all this stuff.
Make sure your token's selected and roll 20 when you roll
Oh, yeah,
initiative,
9.
please.
Great roll.
I never roll good initiative.
Okay. So I guess I suppose I should roll for Vizaka. She probably wants to be in this fight.
Doesn't Ari want to be part of this fight?
That's up to you guys, actually. I was going to talk to you about that. Do you want Nari to fight with you? Or do you want to protect her and to be a complete...
How long do we want this escort mission to go is what you're asking.
Exactly.
I'll just feed her to it.
I would turn to her and say, Nari, stay low.
And she's like, don't tell me how to fight.
Well, can you fight?
Well, she's up first. So let's see. So she kind of... How far away is she from this thing? 75 feet? She steps to the side of you, being like right directly, next to you. And she just... Again, you see that... Did it not... Hello? Is it not coming through?
What?
There it is. That was really weird. Again, from the staff, you just see that giant purple bolt that you saw in the darkness the first time you met her in the jungle come through, and it just slams against that T-Rex for 10 points of damage, and it just hits you just see the T-Rex roar again and get real pissed. Zelstree.
Oh shit!
Can we see the creature yet?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay. How far did you see? It was a ways away, right?
It was 70 feet.
70 feet? I'm going to...
Nara's the lawyer from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, totally gonna get 8. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Camera down.
I'm gonna fireball the shit out of that T-Rex.
Okay. Fireball, huh?
Oh yeah. So drop it just right on it. DC 14, 25 damage, or half of it saves.
Okay. So as you shoot it, it kind of hits underneath its foot as it's slowly ambling towards you. And if you guys look at that dice roll, you'll be very impressed that that's a pretty good roll. Because he has a -2 dexterity. It just hits right underneath his foot, and he just continues clomping your way.
Okay, after that, I'm gonna draw my sword and just... Alright, boys. You said you fought something like this once, maybe. Let's have some fun with her.
Okay, are you moving at all, or are you hanging back?
Zelstree's gonna... she'll pull up even with Victon.
Okay. Vinny.
Vinny will come around here. Can you still see? I'm not sure how much the trees can be seen through and stuff.
Well, so it would normally be, it would probably be like half coverage, but since he apparently has some stupid feat that negates
Yeah,
that,
sharpshooter.
it'll just
Is
be
this thing a
normal
beast
attack.
by chance?
It is not.
It's not a beast. All right. He's going
It is
to.
not a beast.
We need some better music.
Action music.
I feel like RPG
Bonus-
battle music is good.
Bonus action. Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Full action. Shoot it in
I'm
the
a
face with his
shooter.
crossbow.
I'm gonna
Yep.
shoot it. Okay.
So that's a
Oh,
28. God damn. He can
oddly
hit.
enough, that doesn't hit.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh shit! I was gonna say he was gonna sharpshooter it, but I forgot. So that's 11 damage,
Okay.
and then if he can just kind of duck right around. If this is a structure, I'm not sure how much protection it offers, or
Yeah, it's like a ruined, like maybe a hut. So you would get, you can kind of hide behind it, not like a
yeah. So he'll
full hide.
kind of just duck behind it, maybe offer a little bit of protection in case this thing charges to give him a little time.
Okay. So Azaka, she's gonna pull out her longbow and take 2 shots, which both of those do hit. So minus 12 points of damage, and just you guys are just peppering this thing with arrows, and it has right on its chest just 3, 1 heavy crossbow bolt, and then 2 arrows just sticking straight out of it. Now it's the zombie's turn, and as this thing gets closer, it doesn't quite make it to you guys. And it again, as it's close, it roars, and as you get that close, look, you see inside of it, and you just see all of these little other zombies like inside of it, kind of moving in its mouth, and out comes two giant bear zombies. And so it just like, as it gets close to you, just goes, or it's just these giant ape zombies I met. And so they're going to go ahead and roll initiatives. Okay. That's his turn. Binks, what would you like to do? You're on mute, Binks.
Sorry. He's gonna look at Nara and go, it looks like you can handle yourself. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna move back 30 feet. Seeing that T-Rex just puke up gorillas, he's not having any of it. And then he is going to longbow. Well, he's gonna take his black obsidian colored short swords off his hips, smash the pommels together again, and see the clockwork gears tie them together. And he's gonna fire an arrow, the magical arrows at the T-Rex. That's the 24.
Oh, that hits.
And I want to make that a grasping arrow.
Okay.
So damage for that 10, and then on top of that 3 poison damage.
It needs to make
A wisdom,
strength
Lady.
save.
a strength save against my DC, which is like 11. It's something about 12. 12 now.
Okay.
So strength save. Sorry. Okay. But he still takes the poison damage.
So another 6. And so yeah, as this bow just kind of like, as you're quick enough with it now, you just hit it and you're instantly grabbing your arrow, you knock it and shoot, and as the gears are still turning all the way through it and the string kind of attaches itself, you just pepper this thing with this arrow, and this magical essence kind of hits it, and you just see like where it hits, it just kind of turns almost undead, but it's already undead, so the skin just like falls off right where you hit it.
All right, I'm gonna second shot coming
Okay.
at the T-Rex.
Ooh. That hits with a
29.
crit. Give it to me, baby.
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay.
14.
And so, yeah, as you just let loose another arrow, it just catches it right in the eye, and it just...
And yeah, that's it.
Victim.
Sorry, reading something really quick. Okay. I'm just gonna move over here, and I'm just gonna use Chill Rend and attack this guy. 10.
So, not really... You're kind of seeing the Gorillion that you've seen before and attacked before, not really knowing where to hit it, because you see all four of these arms just like Goro from Mortal Kombat. You just like, you swing right between them, you're like, oh shit, and you miss.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Can I use my extra attack and try and attack him again?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, son of a bitch.
So 12, you get in the feel, you kind of come back and just catch it. You catch it right in the hand. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, nice.
That is 12 slashing plus a 1d6 of cold, so that's the 17.
So yeah, as you hit it, you just see the where it hits this fucking gorilla's hand, and it just turns cold, and the necrotic like skin just peels off, and you just see this gorilla hand bone. And so we need to go descending at this point, and I should have these gorillions in there. Okay. I don't know why it switched Zelstree and the princess, but go ahead, Zelstree.
Okay. Zelstree will smile now that she realizes this thing is undead. Pull her shield out, hit it with her sword, and then Victon and Vinny probably see the sun because it has a rising sun motif on it. Starts to sparkle and flare before just erupting in blinding light. I'm going to use my Radiance of the Dawn Channel Divinity. So they're going to make a Constitution save against, I assume, my DC, so 14.
Yep.
They're going to take 2d10 plus my cleric level Radiance damage.
Okay, so roll that 2d10. Is it half damage on a save? So roll 2d10 plus your whatever you said.
So 20 Radiant.
So yeah, as you just that bright light, the fucking gorilla's gonna go like this. Zombie just gets pissed. Okay. 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 And Nare is gonna be like, what the fuck, why are you leaving me? And she'll run back to you, and she'll shoot that same Eldritch Blast at the Gorillion right in front, which does hit. This one is... She's kind of like running as she shoots it, so it just catches it in the side, and you see a little bit more skin fall off.
I didn't know you could fight.
Vinny, your turn.
I'm gonna shoot the T-Rex again. This time I'm gonna remember that I have 2 attacks. I'm gonna bonus action Slayer's Prey,
Okay.
so that I'm doing all the damage. I'm gonna take a -5 to my attack because I forgot I had that, and I'm gonna shoot it in the face twice.
I like how
Both
you're
it.
narrating this in character.
That's probably because I'm going to have Vinny doing it too. He's just so excited that he has to walk himself through so he doesn't do it wrong. So that's a
-5
a 7.
does not
Yeah,
hit.
that was
You're just
impressive.
really excited. You're like, oh god, it's like your wet dream, and you just shoot and sails over the top of the head.
Yeah. Second attack. 20 to hit.
20 hits. Yeah. So this second attack, you catch it right in the upper shoulder of the little tiny T-Rex arm. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that's 20 damage plus 2d6.
2d6. Yep.
So an
That's
extra
5.
5 damage.
Okay. So as you just shoot this thing, it just catches it right in the little tiny arm. It's like, okay. Azaka at this point is going to Were-Tiger and pounce on this thing and just bite. Both of those hit, and you just see her ripping chunks of flesh. And, zombie parts are flying. One arm just comes off and flings off. Victon.
So...
And this guy is now prone under... Actually, he needs to make a strength save, sorry. Do want to forget that. Yeah, he is... He actually... Yeah, he is prone under Azaka in Were-Tiger form. The Gorillion.
Okay. Yeah, so if he's prone, I'm going to attack him again with Children, of course.
Okay, so that's advantage to hit now.
Okay.
Since he is laying on the ground. 13.
13.
Does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
12 points of damage.
Okay, so yeah, you just catch this thing and just... And at this point, it is like cut in half, but the top half is still there and like struggling.
Oh, you know what? When he got damaged, the last he was supposed to take him.
Your dog's like, hey, what's up, bro?
DC save to be stunned, which we did not do. I don't know that we could do it here since he's prone. Whatever. I'm gonna attack again because I want this thing.
Yeah, and the second one, you just take this thing and just drive it down. Go ahead and roll damage.
14.
And, yeah, 14. You just catch it right in the skull, and the cold from the blade just freezes it, and it just like goes limp. So Gorillion 1 down.
1 down, 2 to go.
Yeah. Let's see. Longbow.
What you shooting?
T-Rex, I will do sharpshooter, so -5.
Okay.
So 20.
That hits.
It's gonna be an 18. And then I'll do the same thing, sharpshooter at the T-Rex. Oh, nice.
That hits.
16.
Okay.
Shitty.
So 18 and
damage
16.
rolls. Yeah.
Okay. So as you just pepper this thing, at this point you just see on its face several arrows and body has littered with arrows. Now it's the T-Rex's turn.
I'm glad I'm far away.
First thing he's gonna do is towards you, Vinny. He's gonna spit out some more of these bastards, and then he's gonna come and he's gonna bite you, Victim.
Yikes.
That hits. So give me.
Oh yeah.
Give me a dexterity or strength save. 24.
Oh, 24.
So as this thing bites you, you just kind of like rip its teeth out. But it still does 34 points of damage. And then it's going to come around and whip you with his tail for 26. For 16 more points.
Ouch.
So that's 50 points of damage.
Okay then.
What did the 34 came from the bite?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Okay. And now it's the zombie's turn, and it's gonna jump up and jump on top of you. And it's going to
Are you down?
bite and claw.
Oh yeah.
You're not down yet. Maybe after this attack.
Oh
5 points.
no, I thought you meant.
My fucking camera again. God
Did you say? Yeah. Wait, hold on. 20. Okay, yeah. I mean, so we have the bite. That claw was a 10, though, right?
Well, the bite was a 24 for 5 points of damage.
No, I'm talking about this current attack, right?
What is up with my camera right now?
No, I know what But that bite and that tail, I mean, that did a number on me. But I'm just trying to figure out with this Gorillion. That shouldn't have hit at 16 D.
Wait, what should have hit?
The claw.
No, the damage comes from
it's just
the
a roll
bite.
20 thing.
Yeah. So the bite did 34 damage. The tail attack was 26 and rolled 16 damage. So total 50.
Yeah.
And then the Gorillion came up and over and jumped on you and bit you for 24 damage, or for 24 to attack, and did 5 points of piercing damage to that.
Oh,
So-
okay. I'm okay.
In that
So I was
round,
reading
55 points of damage.
Yeah. So yeah, I am down.
And as you see this Gorillion just jump on top of Victon, is just kind of like chewing Zell's tree.
So
That's me. Sorry, I spaced. All right, so there is a Gorillion currently on him and chewing.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I
it's- yeah, not.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I'm gonna channel divinity again. So as far as I know, it's just 30 feet everywhere.
everywhere.
Like it's not from a certain point.
What is your channel divinity called?
Radiance of the Dawn.
Oh, okay. So you okay?
Because it just says magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Each creature within 30 feet of you must make a con save.
Okay. That's
So-
literally everything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna channel divinity again. My last time. So they all get to make con saves. And I roll 2d10 plus 6.
I would like you guys to see that. That's 2 crit fails.
That's-
back to
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And
That,
he
that
rolled
means
a-
double damage, right? So that's 22 radiant damage, and then bonus action, I'm going to healing word. Okay, it is on there. Healing word, just first level, Victim. So that's 5 hit points back to Victim.
What was your spell save?
I gotta switch pages.
14?
14.
Only one zombie passed.
I'll take that. And they still take half.
Yeah. And then this one just is like, as you lay your shield down and you just see this blast of energy come out, this one zombie just gets nuked and like bones fly and just falls down. Okay, and you did 5 to Victor.
Yeah, is the one next to him still alive?
The one that's on top of him, yes, is still alive.
Okay, I will move over towards it.
Okay. Nare is going to Eldritch Blast this zombie for 5 points of damage. You just see that purple beam come out. Wait, at level 5 she gets 2. Oh, we'll do that later. Okay, Vinny.
Vinny's just... He finally is fighting his giant T-Rex. That's all he can focus on. He doesn't even... The zombies even coming towards him, he doesn't care. He's just reloading that crossbow, gonna fire another 2 times at disadvantage. Or at, not at disadvantage, the -5.
Okay.
So that's a 21.
Okay, go ahead and roll your damage.
So 22 plus another 2d6. So another 5.
Okay.
And then second shot. So
8.
what, 8?
Okay.
8 hit.
8 does not hit. So
Okay. I just gotta check.
as you hit this zombie, and it just catches him and he falls. But then you see him get right back up.
And that's Vinny's just slamming in another crossbow bolt at this point.
Okay. This Gorillian is going to come up and bite and then claw you, Vinny, which are, I think those don't hit.
Yeah, I don't. Just a second. 15 is his AC.
Okay, so one of those catches, you kind of bite him on the
Yep.
forearm, does 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Azaka is going to try and get rid of this other Gorillian on Victon. And she's going to bite and claw. One of those hit for 7. And not really knowing Victon, it's like, oh shit. Okay. What is this thing gonna do?
Well, whatever it does do, when it attacks, Zelstri is going to scrape her short sword along her shield, and whoever it is going to hit. I'm getting this in early so that I'm following the rules. I'm going to use Warding Flare, and it's going to impose disadvantage on its first attack.
What's gonna hit you?
Then I still do that, so it gets disadvantage.
Okay, so first attack is gonna come around and just swing with that tail. 29. You get lucky,
It
bitch.
made a huge difference there.
But
I mean, it actually did.
crit
Yeah.
versus not crit, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so it comes around, and you, as you kind of do this little move to pose disadvantage, it just comes around and attacks, 13 points of damage, but then it swings around and bites you for 22.
That's also a hit.
Go ahead and give me a dex or strength save, depending on how you want to try and do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna totally do a dex. Just a second, let me. All right, dex save.
Damage on that's 32.
Fuck. So
you're also grappled.
oh shit, I didn't even get half damage on that. I take that full.
Oh, I mean, you take it full anyways. It's just whether or not you're grappled or not.
I see.
So yeah, you
Can't bite another target.
it's just bit into you and just like holding you in its mouth.
Okay.
Victon.
Cool.
So shit. God. I'm trying to think of what I can do to. I'm gonna have to lay on hands to heal myself. I'm gonna move out of the fucking way as best I can. We'll move there, and I'm gonna use my lay on hands so I can get a little bit more health. I have a pool of 30. I'm gonna use 20 of that. You know what? I'm just gonna use all 30. Fuck it. I'm gonna get myself up to 30 points more.
Okay.
And that will put me at least in a better position. That's it. I'm not close enough to attack anything. I have no ranged weapons. Oh, you know what I can do though? No, I can't because that was my action. Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Binks, it's your turn. Give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
No. 17.
You're good.
I don't need to be stalling right now. So is this gorilla still up?
Yes, barely.
And then those guys haven't been touched.
Nope, these guys did get touched. So
And
they
Zelstri is in the mouth of the T-Rex.
did, yes.
All right, I'm just going sharpshooter twice at the T-Rex, trying to take down the big hunk. So 12.
First one does not hit.
Art. Second one, 12. Okay,
So
damn it.
seeing Victon fall, and you're like, oh shit, don't do this again, don't do this again. You're kind of nervous, and you let loose. First arrow flies high right. You're like, oh, come on. Second arrow, straight underneath it, and almost piercing Zelstree in the mouth, but
I'm trying.
This guy's just going to amble over here to you, Vinny. And he's just going to slam you for 20, which only 6 points of damage. It's only 6 points of damage. This Gorillion, it's gonna attack Azaka, which is kind of boring because she's like super. What is her AC? I think it's like 14. 12. She has a terrible AC. So both of those hit, and so this guy just comes and bites and just up over the top with all four arms for 11 points of damage. Zelstree, dex save, please. You are still grappled and cannot move.
Well, that's because it's trying to eat me, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
it's fair.
About right.
less than preferable, but I have
Another
idea.
character.
no, not yet.
Nare is going to come into the middle, and she kind of just
No!
chance.
Wait, I can still act, can't I? I just can't move
You were grappled.
because I thought it was grappled. But you can still move.
You're grappled by the teeth. You can't move.
Oh, can I cast a fireball down its throat? Because that's what I wanted to do.
Let's see.
Let's consult the rule books.
Grappled.
The target is restrained. 1 moment, please. Conditions 5e.
It doesn't say anything about attacks.
A restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and it cannot benefit from any bonus. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on saving throws. That's a tough one.
Restrained.
What did the camper say about the D&D battle? It was intense. That's from Stonefly in chat. Thank you. That breaks up a very serious, tense situation. I'm gonna say you can cast Fireball, but it has advantage on the save.
I'm casting it's down its throat, aren't I?
Yeah, but I mean,
Would you take damage
You're
too?
restrained, and you're gonna take
Well, I
damage
mean-
as well.
No matter, I've got 7 hit points. I'm probably going down no matter what. It's just I'm trying to take this thing with me.
Well, I mean, it's somebody's going to come and heal you, but you're restrained.
That's the hope.
So you're restrained. You're going to have disadvantage on your dex save. You're literally going to kill yourself.
I will probably survive.
Okay. And it will have
Unless
advantage
I
on
can do
its dex save.
Scorching Ray instead of Fireball.
You can do Scorching Ray. But you have
Okay,
a
then I'll just
disadvantage
do-
on all of the attacks.
That's fine. I will Scorching Ray it down its throat. So first one's a 20 to hit.
Nope. First one's a 7.
Oh, first one's a 7.
Give me
You
a
like your-
fumble chart, please.
Oh, that's a 4.
Roll. Not looking good.
Oh man. So bad timing. You dropped the last in the initiative order for the combat, but do not act again on this turn.
Oh my god.
Fuck this thing, man.
So,
Okay.
alright. You are now. Your initiative is now 1.
Wet.
Okay, so Nare is going to come out into the middle, and she's going to kind of whisper into her staff and bow her head. and do Prayer of Healing. So everybody, Zelstree, Binks, Victon, Zaka, and Vinny take heal for 16 points.
Not been touched.
And then, it's not been touched. And then she's going to move back with you. Vinny, you are in melee with 2 zombies. You can still shoot at the T-Rex, but it will be at disadvantage.
Will they get opportunity attacks on them?
Yes, they will.
Okay. Then... he'll draw a short sword. And... now, Vinny's gonna disengage and swing back around the T-Rex.
Okay.
And that's... I think that's all he can do.
Does he have bonus action heal?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so this zombie's
But he will prep Hail of Thorns. So he'll cast Hail of Thorns on his next shot.
Okay. So this Gorillian zombie is going to come follow you. 23 is the claw, so you're going to take an extra 8 points of damage. Azaka is going to pounce on this last Gorillian up here. So first one is -9. And then 8. So it's going to make that a con save. Okay, so it is, as she kind of claws it and kind of turns her back away, the Gorillian just stands back up. So Zelstree, the T-Rex is going to kind of just chomp you again. Since you
That actually does. Oh wait, it's got advantage to hit me, doesn't it?
It does have advantage to hit you. 28.
Can I have done my warding flare?
What does that do? Warding flare.
That's the disadvantage. Disadvantage to attack. If I did it too late, that's fine. I'll just.
Flare. Let me look at it real quick.
If I survive the attack, I'll do it on the next one.
Warding flare. Let's read it real quick. When you receive a melee attack, you throw up your hand in a distraction manner and create a small flash of light. The attacking creature has disadvantage on triggering attacks. I mean, that's tough to say because, I mean, your hands are like in its mouth, and, you know, the thought is you create this flare.
I'm not denying that. I'm just asking if I can.
Why don't you roll a d20 for me? Only way to solve it. And that's going to be whether it sees it or not. Yeah, you cast it, and so you're able to, as it opens, your quick reaction, you just do this warding flare, and the zombie kind of like, and just you able to sneak between its teeth.
So am I still grappled by it then?
You were able to slip out, so
Okay.
you're no longer grappled. But seeing that, it's gonna swing around with his tail.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, that one hits.
And smack you as you kind
Damn
of
it.
get out of it for 23 points of damage.
Yeah, and I'm back down to 0. Just
Okay, Victon.
Motherfucker. God, I used all of my healing, all of my lay on hands. Shit.
Unless you got in that sheet.
Nothing of healing.
Aren't you a paladin?
Mm-hmm.
It casts Zone of Truth.
That's useful. That's super useful.
Are you dead?
Ask Nare if she likes me.
Oh my god. Let's see. What am I trying to find here? Where the hell did this go? No, there it is. Okay. Yep. I'm just gonna run over to this guy. Well, can I give a potion to her to like make her drink it so that she can get some health back?
You can. That would be your action. So if you're feeding it to somebody, that would be your action.
Yeah,
And
that is
since
fine. I'm gonna do that and use what potion do I have? Just a regular healing potion.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus not -1 plus 2.
To be fair, you
6.
guys did say you want to fight the zombie T-Rex before this game ends. What better time? Okay.
So 6 points of healing to
Not bad.
Zelstri.
Right in the middle. Okay. Binks, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Fart. 8 with advantage or disadvantage. I would say that I'm not emotionally connected to Zelstri yet.
Okay.
Just throwing that out there.
So, seeing Zelstri in one of your party fall, you get super pissed. And you have to
Ooh.
attack the closest monster to you.
Okay,
The
is that the
gorilla.
zombie?
I mean, it's the Gorillion.
Okay, right.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'll fire off. I'm going sharpshooter on both.
Son of a bitch.
So
Oh, that hits!
23. So it's 21
Oh my god.
points of damage.
As you just let loose, you hit this thing right in the head, and finally it just falls face
Brain
forward.
everywhere.
And well, it's just like this black ooze falls out from the brain.
Nice. All right. And then
what's-
second-
What's next closest to you? I mean, they're about equal distance. It's fine. Whichever you pick.
All right. The T-Rex, if I have a choice.
I mean, naturally, the T-Rex. So yeah, just being so pissed and like nervous, and shoot it, gone. How far can this fucker move? He can't move very far. 20 feet. Yeah, so he's going to get to here, and then he's going to use the rest of his action
Ah.
to
Ah!
come up here, and he's just going to stand there like. Okay, this fucker's dead. I said this guy's dead. Zelstri.
Okay.
Real
I've got-
quick, is that gorilla toast
Yeah,
that's on the map?
Sorry, this guy's dead.
Okay, all right.
So I've got the giant T-Rex right above me.
And you got one on Vinny and one here.
Yeah, I don't know if. I mean, those aren't the pressing concern right now.
I think the zombie up by the princess here is going to be the most important. You should go after it.
Definitely. I'm gonna spend everything I got. Sorry, I'm trying to decide.
We get 6 seconds to act.
Yeah, I know.
You know, this is one thing that I feel like Matt Mercer gets really pissed at his players about.
When they don't
When they
know
don't
what they're
act
gonna
quickly.
do.
It's kind of like, dude, chill the fuck out, man. What?
Nah, I get it though.
Yeah, I mean they're
I
on.
mean, it's only like you have the whole turn to figure out what you
Yeah,
want
there's
to
only
do.
like 35,000 people watching them at any given.
I'm gonna beacon of hope.
The spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range. For the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. It regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. Well played.
And then I'm gonna healing word myself. 3rd level.
Ooh.
I'm now out of
Level.
3rd level spells.
Oh, darn,
So-
you can't fireball me.
I get
You get 4.
12 back.
Yeah, 12. Well,
Yeah.
No,
That is healing
no,
word.
you get 8 plus 4, 12 plus 3, you get 15.
15 back.
Yeah, so you roll 3 1d4s plus your wisdom modifier, which is
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm back up with that. So any other healing, everybody gets it full back. That is everything I can do.
you don't want to move away.
Not instantly get murderized. No, I'm good.
To be fair, I did warn you this would test you guys. Okay,
You did.
she's just gonna Eldritch Blast.
Ugh.
I don't like it when it happens to me. It's not funny. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh, I got rid of it, thinking I wouldn't need it anymore. 55. Oh, cool. So as she's like trying to, she's never really been up next to any of these things before, and as she's trying to, she kind of goes off balance, and the zombie takes a hit back at her for 5 points of damage. Does get advantage on that. Okay, Vinny.
Now that Vinny's only got 1 on him, he's gonna go back to focusing on that T-Rex. So 2 sharpshooter shots.
Sharpshooter shots.
So he does still have disadvantage.
Whoops. Okay. I don't think it matters for Vinny. I think he's solely got to take this T-Rex out.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? He's gonna move over because the gorilla would get an attack of opportunity anyway. So he's gonna shift over.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a hit.
4, 7.
And now he's gonna take his 2 sharpshooter shots. So 11.
Does not hit. Goes wide.
God damn it! And shove the next crossbow bolt in. Math. 17.
Hits. Roll. Roll
So
all of your
that's-
dice, please.
25 plus an extra 2d6. Oops. 2d6. So an extra 28 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Vinny just once he sees it starting to waver, he just slams in crossbow bolt after crossbow bolt, just picking, eyes, ears, nose, just everywhere, anywhere that looks like it might be a weak spot, joints. He's just slamming crossbow bolt after crossbow bolt.
Okay. Victon, Zelstree, and Azaka. Give me dexterity saving throws,
Fuck.
please.
You have
17.
you have advantage.
So
15.
as this thing is just bolt after bolt, kind of in its ass and back, and it just like falls forward. You guys just quickly hop out of the way, seeing that Vinny is just unleashed on this thing, and it just hits the dirt and just slides. It doesn't move again.
And Vinny's just so happy. Did you see that? Did you fucking see that?
And the zombie is dead. But the threat is not gone. So, as you're just excited as all hell, this thing's going to come up and bite and claw you. 24 hits, 12 does not.
Correct.
And so you just kind of jumping up and down and just smacks you with one of its arms and does 8 points of damage.
What a piece of shit. Way to go, Vinny.
Azaka, seeing that, still in her were-tiger form, is going to pounce. Strength. Just going to do a bite. Claw.
Double crit fail.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Okay, so the first one, she jumps on it and gets a good bite in its arm, and the thing uses its back legs to push her off. And then she goes to swing as she's being pushed off. And just kind of falls down and falls prone. So no big deal there. But this thing does take 11 points of damage. And it's still looking pretty meaty. Victon.
How far are these people from me? So we got this one is 25, that one is 35, that one's out of my range, so I'm going to move up towards this guy. I'm going to go ahead and use my spell slot so I can use Divine Smite. So that's the damage increases for an undead by 1d8, gives me an extra 2d8 for a first level spell slot.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack.
So that is Children.
To be clear, Nare is flanking, so she's directly across. That gives you advantage. 23.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is, so we get the 11 plus 2, so that is 13. It's a first level spell slot, so another 2d8. And take away the plus 2, and we get an 8. So 11, so 13, 21. 21? Yeah.
How much? 21?
Is it 21? 13 plus 8? That's 21. Isn't it? Math.
Plus 5. So how do you want that thing to die?
I want to... just from being pumped, seeing the T-Rex go down from Vinny, I'm just running, arm out to the side, just slash him. Just kind of as I stop, maybe sliding up towards him and slashing him from the side. Horizontal slash.
And you just, as you do that, you just see whatever is left of its mushy innards and guts just kind of fall out. Kind of catches the tip of your sword, and the moment it touches, it just freezes and falls off.
Hell yeah.
Binks.
Damn it, Victon, I wanted to save Nare.
You're giving me big signals here, Binks.
Yeah, again, pissed that I didn't get that kill. I'm gonna run up and kind of climb up the T-Rex and get on top of it, and then I'm gonna let loose some arrows at that gorilla on the other side.
Are you doing your -5?
Yeah, we'll go sharpshooter on both.
Roll damage for that, dude. I'm not taking away your crit.
All right, 14 plus the 10 for the sharpshooter if I still
24.
get it.
Okay, so yeah, you just cripple this thing, and it takes its entire bottom, from its pubic bone to the right, its right leg off, and so it's kind of on the two bottom arms, where it still has the two top ones to move around. Go and take your second shot.
20
That hits.
for 16.
Okay.
Man, my damage roll's been kind of shitty.
So yeah, you just catch this thing right in the heart, and it falls over. But then it kind of gets that undead fortitude and comes right back up.
Damn.
But it is hurting. Its one leg is gone. Zelstri.
The bottom of the order.
Yeah, I'm going to Sacred Flame it, so she'll snap her finger at it. which I actually think doesn't Sacred Flame bump up at 5th level?
I think so.
Okay.
Ooh. So let me roll another 1d8.
2d8 at 5th.
It's weird
So,
how it doesn't do that.
8
So,
damage.
8. Yeah, so again, you catch this thing on fire and it's right back up, ready to go. Nara's kind of seeing what you're doing up here. She's like, well, that's kind of cool. And so she comes up right beside you, and again, straight out of her staff, she just casts an Eldritch Blast. So yeah, it hits it. I mean, I guess it could
Weak
still
sauce.
it could still fail, which it doesn't. So, all right, Vinny, this thing's right up on your nuts.
He'll put his crossbow away, take out a short sword, and just start stabbing at it.
Okay.
So that's 10 to hit.
Not really being in tune with your short swords for a while. You miss pretty
Yeah.
wildly.
And then, actually, he'll move his hunter's mark over to this zombie, try to short sword it again.
Okay.
Because I don't think he can move his Slayer's Prey. So that's it.
Slayer's Prey is once a long rest.
Yeah. So that's 24.
Okay.
I guess I can just. So that's
And roll that
7
D6
plus
too.
an additional 4.
Okay, so 11. And yeah, as you just come across, you take that other leg out, and then you come with like a flourish right over the top into the skull, and that same black bile
Finally.
spills out everywhere.
Whew.
And you're out of battle.
Damn, that started off with a bang.
I was worried there for a little bit. You guys were dropping.
You guys are draw some heavy fights. Now, if everyone wants to come here, we'll patch up some of those injuries. So, as long as everybody's within, I think, 30 feet, she's going to cast Prayer of Healing.
Right for me.
Yeesh.
So everybody gets 16 back. Oh,
Do
did
we
I roll
still-
full on that?
Do you still have the concentration of...
Yeah, so you get 19 back.
I mean, I didn't take any damage, so...
My first fight took me down 55, and that was
Oof.
exactly what my HP is. So I was.
Vinny.
For you, Binks, I wouldn't have survived that. Thank you.
Vinny's just going to run over and
Try.
just start gutting it and carving pieces off so that he can, tan what usable leather there is and make
zombie
himself
hide.
a T-Rex cloak or something. And he's gonna, pop teeth out, just the whole shindig. If it's usable or pretty, he's taking it.
I'd like to go to one of its feet and try to take out one of its claws.
Okay. It's pretty easy to do, both teeth and claws, because it's just like undead tissue. And the claws, I mean, just like the bones, are still very intact. So you don't no rolls or anything for teeth or claws.
If Vinny was kind of eyeing me doing that, and if he had a problem with me doing that, I wouldn't do it. But otherwise, I'm taking one of the biggest claw on one of its feet.
I mean, I doubt he's...
Alright.
I mean, you guys have been traveling together long enough. He's probably just, biggest smile on his face.
He's like, fuck you!
Yeah. Taking, any usable pieces of T-Rex hide and just, having a blast.
When, what? Why did I come with you guys?
No, you don't joke. You enjoy this just as much as any of us.
Well, I mean, it's funnier to watch you do these things, I suppose.
Binks, those last couple of shots were pretty fucking awesome, man.
This clockwork bows, amazing. It's my new favorite.
And so Nari kind of climbs off the T-Rex and kind of like, ugh. And she's, well, do we continue?
Yeah, Nari, I apologize for asking you to just stay back and do nothing. It seems like you can take care of yourself.
I do okay. I've practiced enough that it comes pretty easily to me.
Yeah. Good. It makes our jobs a little bit easier when we know that you can take care of yourself.
Yeah, and well, I mean, you know, I have pretty good background serving in the temple, and then you know, some of this other stuff that I have kind of came to me at birth, but I think we're all set. Let's my kingdom awaits. Let's not, you know, wait any longer.
Let's make haste.
Post haste.
To Omo. Again.
To Omu.
Well, I mean, hopefully we don't run into any of those things anymore.
Yeah, they are. That was gross.
That was gross. And I mean, as you're kind of like dealing with all of the teeth and the, and this is more for Vinny, as you're dealing with the teeth, you can see inside this thing, and you still see it squirming and wiggling in there, but the T-Rex is dead. Whatever's inside is still not.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, I'm enjoying what we're doing here, cutting off a piece of leather. We probably shouldn't stick around too long. There's still something up in there.
If you're trying to do leather, give me a survival check.
I imagine Vinny would very much want a T-Rex leather coat.
Jacket.
Yeah, at least T-Rex boots. You said survival?
Yes, please.
Duster. T-Rex duster.
20.
A 20? Yeah, you get a very sizable, usable portion off of it without, you know, it's not decayed yet, it's not broken up. It's a nice piece of T-Rex skin, hide. Anything else y'all want to do?
Nope, I'm ready to get back on the road.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I will say I am pretty tapped as far as spells go, so we may want to avoid any more fights until we can rest up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
You guys walk a little bit away from, you know, the squirming T-Rex body. We make camp, and the night goes by without a hitch. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
Sweet.
So, again, thanks everybody for sticking with us. The zombie T-Rex battle has been something I've been wanting to try and incorporate as you know, we could. Our days in the Cholton jungles, I think, are coming to an end, so a better night than this.
Yeah. I feel bad Devin missed it, but, you know, stuff happens.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to have too many more opportunities for this.
Yeah.
Isn't that the second thing that he's missed? Like, second, like, big fight that he wanted to be a part of?
Yeah, what did we fight
the last
when he
time?
wasn't here?
Was it our next fight with the Oni?
I think it was one of the Oni sessions that he
Yeah.
missed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The one where it got just rocked us.
It was where, I mean, it
Yeah.
chased you like a T-Rex.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, we had to swim. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I don't think I realized until tonight that was actually the Oni in the T-Rex form. I don't remember ever hearing that it transformed.
Man, that was...
This is why I have to
There's
take notes
some,
or else I forget shit.
Man, that conversation with Valindra, I was worried about that.
God, I was shitting my pants when you guys were up there, and then just
fucking
shit's
question her?
appearing.
I
I'm
know.
Well, especially since we had to leave so many people behind. I'm like, 3 people, 200 feet up. There's no escape.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so everybody's still watching. You know, be sure to tell your friends about us. We don't advertise. Be sure to follow us at the usual places: Twitter, DN_Dad, YouTube, DadBodDnd. Check us out here every Friday, 8:30 for Tomb of Annihilation, and now Murder in New Bruges will be every 4th game.
But not the 21st, because that's our homecoming.
Right. So, as some of our different, DadBod members here have various things, we're kind of condensing schedules. So be sure to just check us out every Friday. Hit our Discord, which is down below, and you can just type !Discord and you'll get the link there. We're pretty active. We try and chat and have fun and talk about stupid nerdy stuff all day long. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next Friday.
Bye-bye. Bye.
And the words of that verse.